So today we're gonna make some crepes. One of the best crepes. There's not an exact recipe, but we're gonna do our best. So we're gonna have some flour, some oil, some butter, some milk, and some sparkling water. I'm gonna add some flour. Gonna be like a half cup of flour. I don't have any exact measurements, but I'm gonna go by the eye, pretty much. We're gonna some salt. We're gonna do the dry mix first, and then I'm gonna incorporate the wet, which is the milk. Okay, where's the okay right here? A little bit of brown sugar, and then we call this transfer. This is not the best plate. In another bowl, I'm gonna do a little bit of milk. So I had like a half cup of flour here, maybe it's even less. And then I'm gonna go with a full here cup of milk for now. I'm gonna add an egg, whole egg. Tiny bit of oil. What else? And secret ingredient, a little bit of bubbly. Caralho! Now we're gonna do a good mix. Whoa. Okay, now is the moment to incorporate the wet mix into the dry mix. I'm sure people do a different way, and there's thousands and plenty of recipes. As long as we're gonna get that silky smooth texture, that's gonna be the base for our crepes. So that's what you're gonna see, and not to get the lumps. That's why we're gonna try to mix well, so we don't get less lumps as possible. A chunk of butter. Okay, now we'll try to mix better and better, so we can incorporate the flour really well to the mix. I'm gonna do a little bit tiny more flour. I think it just needs a little bit more. I might be wrong, but it's gonna taste good. Okay, I think it's even better now. As you can see, all the bubbles, little air from the sparkling water is gonna make them more puffy. Yep. Okay. And we have the mix ready. Yeah! Now the time to make the actual crepe. So the mix is ready. We're gonna take like a third of a ladle, and we have a medium hot heat pan. We're gonna take a little bit of butter. Yes, it's pretty hot. It's a lot of butter involved. Imagine your mark, and you do all over the surface. You're gonna do a little bit more, it's gonna be fine. It's just gonna be a little bit thicker. You're gonna do less, you're gonna have a thinner layer. That's basically what it is. And let it cook for a bit. Now, I like to use chopsticks. Not that I'm good at it, but I just like to use it and work with them. And so this is a non-stick pan anyway, but just to make sure it's not gonna get stick to it. In any case, I'm gonna just use a little bit more butter. Just gonna go around with it. And you wanna get closer and take a look. You see the sides, the edge, you just start cooking. It's crisping up a little bit, so that's a good sign. I'm gonna shake. If you want a better color, more crispy, just check underneath. You can use a fork. We're gonna go for a little bit more. It's basically making an omelette just with a crepe. Same. I wanna give a little bit more color, so it's gonna go another 30-40 seconds. See all these bubbles? All the air bubbles? It means that's getting there and it's cooking. I'm gonna get on the side, so it's gonna be easier to flip over. Hop. It's basically what we got. Color, a nice beautiful golden color. And now you don't need any butter. Just let it cook for another 30 seconds, then flip on your plate. They're really puffy, and I think that's because of the sparkling water. Now we're gonna make an omelet, and we're gonna combine it with the crepes. That just an idea just came up on expressway. So let's do it. I'm gonna make a classic way. This is the way that I like. Some salt, some pepper.
You know what I mean?
And mix. Mix well, mix well. This is actually a very fresh farm eggs. You can see by the color, texture not, but by the color, and the size are pretty decent. So 2 eggs for the size of the pan is enough here. So we're gonna do an egg omelette and the crepe at the same time. We're gonna build them. We're gonna do both butter. Butter is tasty, butter is safe. Just don't burn it. This is behind a little bit of the time. Come on. Time. Come on. So, crepe is on. I'm gonna do a little bit of spinach to make it more savory and a little cheesy. No omelette without cheese. I mean, you can, but just better. A little last stir before it gets. It's not so colorful. Okay, let's do this. Should slide. So here we have an omelette with a crepe inside and spinach and sharp cheddar cheese. And now we're gonna give a taste and see how it tastes. And this is just a trial and my first time. I just came up with the idea right now, so let's see how it tastes. Moment of truth, we're gonna try our crepe French omelette with spinach and cheese. Oof. Let me check inside. Looks like a wrap, so I'm curious how it tastes. Big bite for the big boy. You know what? You know what? No? I'm gonna make it again. I'm gonna do it again. That's really tasty. And it's the same texture from the crepe and the egg. It's just it's a buttery, smooth taste, but it's really nice. And if I would go in a breakfast place and take something like that, I'll be really happy. Look at this, looks really good. Next time will be even better. Thank you guys.